There is a 2-liter plastic bottle hanging from an oak branch 50 yards behind my barn right now. Inside it is $1.50 worth of simple household ingredients. No synthetic nerve toxins, no expensive aerosol spray cans, no hazard warning labels with skulls and crossbones. And right now, every aggressive yellowjacket, hornet, and paper wasp within a half-mile radius of my farmhouse is flying straight toward that bottle. Within 2 hours of crawling inside that trap, every single one of them is dead. And here's the part that matters most to me as a beekeeper. My 11 hives of honeybees are sitting less than 60 feet away, and not a single honeybee has entered that bottle in 30 years of farming this land. My wife can harvest herbs and flowers in her garden without being swarmed. My grandchildren can play barefoot on the lawn at dusk without stepping on a hidden underground yellowjacket nest. And my honeybees are working the clover completely undisturbed. My name is James. I have farmed and homesteaded 80 acres in the Mississippi River Delta of Arkansas for over 30 years. My grandfather broke and farmed this land before me, and my father after him. In 30 years of running this farmstead, I have not bought a single aerosol can of commercial wasp spray. We have no exterminator trucks driving down our gravel driveway. We have no respirator masks hanging in the barn, and our porches, barns, gardens, and pasture fence lines are safer and quieter than any suburban property in the county. In this video, I am going to show you the exact 3-part bait recipe we use, why the plant biology of vinegar completely repels honeybees while driving yellowjackets wild, how to build the trap in 5 minutes out of a recycled plastic bottle, and where to hang it on your property so you draw the pests away from your house instead of toward your family. Then I am going to show you a zero-cost traditional night method for eliminating underground yellowjacket nests safely, without pouring gasoline or toxic chemicals into your topsoil. I am also going to share 3 additional heritage hacks used by old-timers in Arkansas. How to use fake brown paper nests to prevent paper wasps from ever building on your porch eaves in spring. How to use natural mint and eucalyptus plantings around doorways as a scent barrier. And what to do if your family dog ever steps near a hidden ground nest. And after that, I am going to tell you the part that commercial pest control companies hope you never figure out. Why they sell you $12 spray cans that require you to stand 3 feet from an angry nest in the dark, when a $1.50 bottle trap clears a half-mile perimeter automatically while you sleep. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you will know how to protect your family, your pets, and your honeybees from wasps and yellowjackets for the rest of the summer for less than the price of a cup of coffee. Let us start with what most people get completely wrong about yellowjackets, hornets, and paper wasps. Because if you do not understand the fundamental difference between a honeybee and a predatory wasp, you will end up building a trap that harms the wrong insects or fails completely. A honeybee is a pure vegetarian. A honeybee feeds exclusively on floral nectar and pollen. She is attracted to sweet, fresh floral scents, bright colors, clean water, and the natural pheromones of her hive. She has zero interest in meat, zero interest in decaying protein, zero interest in rotting fruit, and she is intensely repelled by the smell of acetic acid, which is vinegar. A yellowjacket, hornet, or paper wasp, on the other hand, is a predator and an aggressive scavenger. Early in the summer season, in May, June, and early July, a yellowjacket colony is building its nest and raising thousands of hungry, developing larvae. Those growing larvae require dense protein to build tissue. That is why in early summer, yellowjackets hover aggressively around your backyard barbecue, land on your dog's food dish, swarm around dead insects, or attack caterpillars in your garden. They are hunting meat to feed their developing young. Late in the summer and into autumn, in August, September, and October, the queen stops laying eggs, the larvae mature, and the colony's nutritional needs shift dramatically. Suddenly, adult yellowjackets no longer need protein for larvae. They need quick carbohydrates to fuel their own flight muscles before winter. That is when they become intensely aggressive around sweet soda cans, fallen orchard apples, melting ice cream, and trash cans. This protein versus sugar cycle is the biological secret to building a trap that is 100% selective. When you go to the hardware store and buy a commercial aerosol wasp spray, you are buying a chemical solvent mixed with synthetic pyrethroids or organophosphates. When you spray that aerosol can into the air or at a porch nest, the mist drifts on the wind. It coats your garden vegetables. It settles on flowering lavender and clover where honeybees and butterflies land. And it kills every beneficial pollinator it touches within 50 yards. Our Arkansas trap does not use airborne poisons. It uses insect biology against the pest. Here is the exact $1.50 Arkansas bait recipe. Ingredient number 1 cup of raw apple cider vinegar or plain white vinegar. This is the single most critical ingredient in the entire recipe. Why? Because the sharp, acetic acid scent of vinegar acts as an absolute natural repellent to honeybees. A honeybee will smell vinegar and immediately turn away, but to a yellowjacket or hornet, vinegar smells like fermenting, overripe fruit, an irresistible signal of abundant food. Ingredient number 2, 1 cup of water mixed with a half cup of sugar, or a half cup of sweet fruit juice like apple juice or grape juice. This provides the carbohydrate lure that draws adult wasps from up to a half-mile away. Ingredient number 3, a small piece of raw meat, a small strip of raw bacon, a piece of hot dog, or a spoonful of canned cat food. During early and midsummer, adding a small piece of protein increases the trap's effectiveness tenfold. And ingredient number 4, 2 drops of liquid dish soap. Any plain dish soap will work. Now, why the liquid dish soap? This is the mechanical trick that makes the trap lethal. Water has high surface tension. Wasps have tiny hydrophobic hairs on their legs that allow them to land on clean water without sinking. If a wasp lands inside a trap without dish soap, she can often sip the liquid, float on top, and crawl back out up the sides. The liquid dish soap acts as a surfactant. It breaks the surface tension of the water completely. The instant a yellowjacket touches the liquid, she sinks beneath the surface and cannot get back up. She drowns in seconds without a fight. Here is how you build the 2-liter bottle trap in 5 minutes. Take an empty 2-liter soda bottle from your recycling bin. Using a pocket knife or scissors, cut the top third of the bottle off, right where the straight sides begin to curve toward the neck. Unscrew and throw away the plastic cap. Now, take that top cone section you just cut off, turn it upside down, and insert it back into the bottom portion of the bottle like a funnel. Secure the top edges with 2 pieces of tape or a staple. Pour your bait mixture down through the funnel into the bottom of the bottle. Make sure the liquid level stays at least 2 inches below the bottom opening of the inverted funnel, so the insects have plenty of room to fly down inside. Tie a piece of twine or wire around the neck of the bottle so you can hang it from a tree branch. Now let us talk about trap architecture. Why does this simple bottle funnel work so exceptionally well? Yellowjackets and wasps navigate by flying toward light and scent. A yellowjacket smells the bait from 50 yards away, flies down through the wide opening of the upside-down funnel, and enters the bottle to get to the liquid. Once she is inside and realizes she is trapped, Her natural instinct is to fly upward and outward toward the clear plastic sides of the bottle. She flies up against the inner shoulder of the bottle, completely ignoring the tiny funnel opening in the center. She circles endlessly along the clear plastic walls until she tires out, drops into the liquid, and sinks instantly because of the dish soap. It is a one-way entrance. Once they go in, they never come out. Now, where should you hang these traps on your property? This is where many people make a critical mistake. Do not hang the trap on your back porch. Do not hang it next to your outdoor dining table. Do not hang it right beside your kitchen door. If you hang a trap next to where your family sits, you are pulling hundreds of aggressive wasps directly into your living area. You want to hang your traps 15 to 20 yards away from your house, along the outer perimeter of your yard. Hang them 4 to 5 feet off the ground in the shade of trees, along fence lines, near wood piles, or near the edge of the woods. You are creating a defensive perimeter. The wasps are intercepted and drawn away from your home before they ever reach your porch. For a standard half-acre to 1-acre property, 3 traps placed on the outer edges will create a clear half-mile defense zone. Now, what about underground yellowjacket nests? In the Delta, eastern yellowjackets frequently build massive underground nests in abandoned rodent holes, under tree roots, or in dry pasture banks. These underground nests are the most dangerous encounters on any farm because stepping on a hidden hole can trigger hundreds of stings in seconds. Most people deal with underground nests by pouring gasoline into the hole and setting it on fire, or dumping commercial nerve poisons into the ground. Gasoline ruins your topsoil, contaminates well water, and creates a severe fire hazard. Here is the zero-cost traditional night method our grandfathers used to destroy an underground nest safely. First, locate the nest entrance during the day from a safe distance. Note its exact location. Do not approach it during the daylight hours. Second, wait until complete darkness after 10 p.m., when the temperature drops below 55 or 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Why at night? Yellowjackets are cold-blooded insects. At night, every single wasp returns to the underground nest, and when temperatures drop, their metabolism slows down completely. They become dormant and cannot fly or attack in the dark. Take a heavy, clear glass bowl or Pyrex casserole dish from your kitchen. In the dark, wearing thick pants and boots, walk quietly up to the nest opening. Place the clear glass bowl upside down directly over the hole, pressing the rim firmly into the dirt so there are no gaps around the edges. That is all. Walk away. Here is what happens the next morning. When the sun comes up and the ground warms, the yellowjackets wake up and try to fly out to hunt. They hit the clear glass. Because they can see the sunlight through the glass, they refuse to dig a new exit hole through the dark dirt. They cluster under the glass bowl in full sun. Within 24 to 48 hours, the greenhouse effect under the clear glass bakes the interior temperature to over 130 degrees Fahrenheit. The entire colony dies from solar heat stress, naturally, quietly, with 0 chemicals, 0 gasoline, and 0 risk to your family. After 3 days, remove the bowl, fill the empty hole with dirt, and the job is done. Let us discuss another traditional preventative technique: fake paper wasp nests. Paper wasps are fiercely territorial insects. A queen paper wasp looking for a nesting spot in spring will actively avoid building her nest within 20 to 30 feet of an existing rival nest. Our grandmothers used to take a brown paper lunch bag, stuff it with crumpled newspaper to form a round ball, tie the top with string, and hang it under the eaves of the porch in early April. To a passing queen wasp, that brown paper bag looks exactly like a large, established enemy nest. she will fly straight past your porch and build elsewhere. You can buy fabric versions in stores now, but a simple 10-cent paper bag stuffed with newspaper works just as well. Let us also talk about natural plant scent barriers around your house. There are certain aromatic plants that yellowjackets and wasps naturally avoid because of their concentrated essential oils. Planting spearmint, peppermint, lemon eucalyptus, and citronella geraniums in pots directly along your porch railings or beside your kitchen doorways creates a natural aromatic barrier. Wasps dislike flying through dense mint and eucalyptus scents, keeping your sitting areas naturally quiet. And what should you do if a family member or pet is ever stung near a nest? If your dog accidentally disturbs a yellowjacket nest, immediately run to a shaded building or vehicle. Do not swat at the wasps, as swatting releases alarm pheromones that attract more yellowjackets. Once inside, mix a simple paste of equal parts baking soda and water and apply it directly to the sting site. Baking soda neutralizes the acidic venom of yellowjacket stings, reducing pain and swelling within 10 minutes. Let us look at the economic reality of commercial pest control. A single aerosol can of brand name wasp spray costs between $10 and $15. Most homeowners buy 3 or 4 cans a summer, spending $40 to $60 every year on temporary sprays that require you to stand dangerously close to angry insects. Our $1.50 bottle trap uses recyclable plastic, a cup of vinegar, a bit of sugar, and 2 drops of dish soap. It operates continuously for 3 to 4 weeks per fill, clearing a half-mile radius automatically. Commercial pest control corporations do not market this simple system because there is no long-term profit in teaching families how to recycle a soda bottle and use grocery store vinegar. They want you dependent on purchasing chemical cans every summer. Real self-reliance means understanding how the natural world works, protecting the beneficial pollinators that feed us, and taking care of your land without corporate chemical dependence. So, here is my challenge to you this weekend. Take an empty 2-liter bottle from your recycling bin, cut the top off, flip it into a funnel, and mix up a batch of apple cider vinegar, sugar, water, and 2 drops of dish soap. Hang it along your property line 50 feet from your house. Tell me in the comments section below where you live and how bad yellowjackets and wasps are in your area right now. I read every single comment on this channel, and I want to hear how fast this trap clears your property. If you found value in this video, click the subscribe button and share it with a neighbor or fellow gardener. In our next video, I am going to show you what my grandmother used to keep flies completely out of the kitchen all summer, using a glass jar, a piece of paper, and 1 simple ingredient from the pantry. Until then, keep your land safe, protect your honeybees, take care of your family, and remember that traditional wisdom still works better than anything you can buy in a store.